When people are in scarcity, and I flash back to myself, and I think my story is a small construct of what's going on a really big macro level for a lot of Americans and a lot of people in the world. And that is, to the degree that I've had capital T trauma in my life or lowercase t trauma in my life, and I haven't processed that trauma, my nervous system is going to expect that trauma. It is pre-wired for that trauma to occur. So in other words, I'm going to start attracting other traumatic situations to prove that I'm still in trauma until I meet with the right practitioner and I really set that trauma free. And then that begs the deeper question is, what's happening when it comes to people's lack of financial intelligence? Is it really a belief in self, or is it something more deep, like an unprocessed trauma that they don't even know is inside of them? And it doesn't always have to be sexual or physical abuse. It can be neglect. It can be not feeling understood. There's tons and tons of ways that trauma likes to show up physically. But a lot of the trauma that we experience, and I've interviewed so many people about this, it might not even be ours. It could be passed down epigenetically from our parents. So the big question when it comes to people not even wanting or not knowing how to gain finance or how to be financially intelligent, I wonder, and I haven't thought about this before till right now, I wonder if it has any correlation, a direct correlation with their unprocessed trauma playing itself out, which then perpetuates the further story that they're not enough and money's not for them, and so on and so forth. That to me seems like a fundamental piece of financial health, financial intelligence. Otherwise, I'm showing up to every deal and every opportunity literally wired for trauma or wired for something not to work out. And then I go to all the conferences and I do all the things, but nothing ever works out for me because on this very deep level, baked into my dendrites and axons, I'm not able to see things for how they really are, that life is a really great place to be. And having great friendships and doing what we do is we're so blessed. I mean, I've cried in gratitude a lot in the past couple of years, not just because of my son, but because we get to do what we do. Like, I get to speak for a living. I get to help people. Like, it's a gift. It's an honor. It's not something I take lightly. But I wonder for many people, because I'm just thinking about this in real time, is that the case? Is it the unprocessed trauma they have experienced that hasn't been integrated that is blocking them from financial abundance?
Oh, I think so. I think that often is the case. I mean, you hear it sometimes when people say, well, I knew it wasn't going to work out.
Exactly.
Right? And so there's self-sabotage.
Yes.
You're presupposing what's going to happen. It doesn't matter what you think you're saying or how you're saying it if deep down your beliefs are that it's not going to work out, right?
Yeah.
And I heard this, a long time ago, I believe from Tony Robbins, that life is happening. What if life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you? And just that little shift in language can have a massive shift in framework and how you interpret the world, how you interpret failures, how you interpret success, just how you interpret the journey in general.
That frame, though, has to come from experience, because somebody that's heard you say that for the first time, they might be like, whoa, that sounds really cool. So intellectually, it registers, but they haven't done the arc yet. So in order to register and integrate and really embody what you just said, there needs to be patience, time, and pressure for that to sink in.